All right, so if you saw the end of the last episode, you know that this is where things left off. And yeah, I'm trying to get in all the episodes I can. We have our improved 3D textures. We have a battle here. This was the Zollicoffer Gambit, which is that we're going to throw him in the battle, try to knock the first corps out of Tennessee, and then Coffer. Yeah, I'll just call him that from now on. He's going to be so out of readiness that he's probably going to be done until April and campaign season starts. But you know what? If you're just sitting there with green readiness and you're not doing anything, that is kind of like a resource you're not using. And so, you know, what's readiness if not the ability to use it? So we're going to try to use it up here. All those all cover will be the reinforcements. We're going to be pretty outnumbered here. I sent the smaller force under Bragg in first in the Army of Florida. So I think there's probably not going to be a lot for you to see until Zollicoffer shows up, and then we'll have the numbers to make a push. And yeah, it should be good. And I can't remember what I've said and what I haven't said, but we are operating with a working improved 3D textures model that a modder on Steam has given us, and I've talked about in the past, and it's more often than not up, because each update kind of breaks it, or breaks at least part of it, and then it's apparently quite the effort to get done. I don't like this. I gotta figure out how to mod as much as I love watching my models kind of waddle across the map. Let's just get down to it, because these maps are huge. All right, we know where we have to go. This is tricky to attack and to defend. Lots of fun. So yeah, it's going to be a while, but I'll bring you back when I have something to show you. All right, I bring you in to update you. We are in day 2. I assumed that they were going to be on this side of things, because that's how you actually defend it. They have elected to redeploy. It's a strong defensive position, but it's not going to hold the ground that they need to hold to win this. And you can see now that we have full numbers, even with the pretty small victory point, yeah, it's generated 3 points for them, so that's actually pretty good. We sent Bragg's force up here, and then Zollicoffer showed up, and his force is going to deploy over here. And the plan was just to push from the top and to push from the east and kind of get them there. That hasn't happened. You know, what do we do from here? I think it's easy for Bragg, because his force is going to be up here. It's just to keep taking this road up, end up on this side of the creek, and try to engage them. And then still have Zollicoffer just march right up to the edge here and force them to engage. I mean, it's the range on these guns on both sides is good enough that we can hit. My only concern would be if the AI is smart enough that they will know to concentrate against Bragg up on the top before Zollicoffer is in place. So I'm going to pace it so that that probably doesn't happen. And I'll bring you back when we're a little bit closer to, well, a little bit closer to the action. So in response, right, like we're playing Magic or something like that, the AI is now moving up. So we're going to cancel Bragg, and it might be close enough that I can actually bring you all back in here. We're going to get them here. I kind of actually just want everybody to stop right there. That's fine. Who is Vaughn another Cav Brigade? I did not. Oh, so Vaughn is just oddly. This was an OOB oversight. So Vaughn is kind of just out on his own. He's also Cav. But the AI is going to move up, and maybe this is something everybody can do when it's frozen. I don't know. Looks like they went under it. But anyways, yeah, if we can stay on this side, we're going to stay on this side. So hopefully that stop order goes through pretty quickly from Bragg. And no, not you. Yes, you. Everybody stop, except for people named Vaughn and Deese who can continue on that side. I'm fine with that. Colquitt Earl already got ordered to move up. So he is going to be up there. Okay. Vaughn. Oh, that's these skirmishers. No. You come back here. All right, maybe you just need to stop. Because you're supposed to be detached, all right? And you are detached, which is really weird. It also seems like, I don't know if The AI here is trying to do some sort of reset of Bragg's forces. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. It's very odd. So rather than do that, we'll just have Reynolds move his division here. And we'll have Adams move his division, well, his brigade there. Okay, you two, yeah. I don't know what's happening. All right, well, that's odd, but that is the way that goes. Walker's going to be in his position there. Pettigrew, we actually could probably just use you right here. I thought that that battery was hiding. Thought I detached all of our batteries, but alas, we did not. All right, Claiborne is up as far as he should be. I'm guessing that this is a counter battery duel, because I gave my guys counter bat instructions, and it looks like they have received similar instructions. So it's cuts. All right, they have 3-inch ordnance. I believe that against 3-inch ordnance. So duel of fates and all that stuff. I have a feeling I know what happened. The stop order did not come through as quickly as it should have. So they need to move. Vaughn needs to move. Deese can get his scouts back and move. Cuts, jeez, he's getting wrecked. I hate to withdraw at this point. Adams, try to get up there. Colquitt should move faster. I mean, everybody should move faster, but all right. Cuts is too exposed. He's got to fall back. All right, they've changed their positioning. That's fine. Now, I thought, yeah, you are kind of done. So what is Colquitt? Colquitt is like this. That's fine. We push Colquitt up. Skirmishers are what we want eventually. Okay, Vaughn is going to come over here. Deese can follow him. Yeah, you can see that they're moving up to try to get away from this. But it's to it's in our interest to push up from the north as fast as possible so that they can't get away from this by moving this way. We are doing, apparently, what Napoleon suggested would be quite difficult. All right, let's move you guys here so that you can reinforce a lot like we did with Kirby Smith's division in the last battle. I don't know that it actually got into the fighting, but they were in an excellent place to reinforce the depleted corps as their numbers dwindled. All right. So we've been at 2x. I think we're about to maybe change things up here. I would still say, yeah, let's do medium range. Reynolds, I would recommend the same. Colquitt, I'm not sure what's going on with you, but oh, yikes. Do not charge in. Didn't see him there. All right. No. Don't do it, man. Just shoot. Yeah, they're not going to get the order in time. So, alright, then we mount up and charge in. Well, I tried to stop, but I couldn't. Alright, Deschler's skirmishers are going to come back. Curtis can bring his battery back. I'm not that worried about it anymore. Grigsby's battery can just move up to there. Colquitt can lead the way here. Pettigrew can push the objective. Colquitt needs to move up. There we... Oh, and we broke, not them. Of course we did, while we were mounted. But then our morale went up. So... that makes sense, right? If anybody knows what's going on here, feel free to let me know. Oh, no. Sorry to anybody who went deaf there when that shooting started, but I always forget what I'm supposed to do. Well, it's not a good trade to trade a cav brigade for an infantry brigade, and it doesn't even look like we're going to be able to do that now. So, that was great. They should go prone, because they're getting chewed up. Reynolds, I think we're past the time when skirmishers made sense, so we're going to bring you back. Yes, yes. That's what we will do. There is a chance that we could rally... could rally Vaughn before he runs away. It's not a case of, you know, lost resilience or anything terrible like that, but... Oh no, Dees. Oh no. Well... I'm sorry I have you all worried about really tangential things or tertiary things, like what happened to a cav brigade that got overextended. Yeah, well, they're gonna lose a battery. Alright, they did. And we're gonna order Claiborne's cav to push up as well. Don't tell me that you guys are also... Yeah, you're not in melee mode. I don't know what that's about. Oh, you know what? Let's go for these guys. Okay, well, you're nervous because you're not listening to me. Oh. Great job by Anderson. Routed that cav brigade in melee, nonetheless. Alright, you guys need to come up. I have a feeling we're going to get out of this, yeah, in absolutely terrible shape. So, what we do is, yeah, we're just going to kind of hold up here. Vaughn is still broken. Let's see if that's going to change. It will, but it's going to take about 2 hours for them to get in a better state of things. So I'm going to pull back with Deschler because he's going to get overrun if I don't. Lane is in the woods, so I'm okay with that. Alright. That battery's ready to rock. This one's about to be. Oh, and then this is D's. Or D's. Alright, so Bragg's in a bit of a pickle there. No, we don't want to do all this stupid long-range stuff. We want to get up close here. Or up medium range here. What are these guys doing? Look, you need to get back. I'm tired of watching you flub this. You should be doing a lot better. Alright, are they still on counterbat? They are on counterbat. And you know what? We'll have Grigsby join in, if he can. I think Claiborne's got to be getting low on... No, he's not. Alright, so he's taking out 2 batteries. It's... Yeah, not too much more than that. But we're going to order Claiborne down here. 1, it's on the flanks. 2, it's artillery. And I think we're going to actually have our artillery... I think they're down to 1 battery, which is the one that Claiborne's cav is moving to engage. And so that we continue to have targets, we'll send them... to greener pastures, we hope. Oh, I did not see that. I did not know that Deschler had mixed muskets as well. You know what? I moved him back for a reason. I was right the first time. These guys are gonna break. Yeah, they did. And they're tired. They're going to be out of it for a while. It's 1 o'clock. They might get back in the fight before the day ends. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that Claiborne's going to get there in time. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, though we will probably eat canister for a little bit. I think we just kind of got to be okay with that. Alright, this whole skirmisher idea was great, but it did not work out, so maybe it wasn't that great. Lee, you were in an interesting position before, but let's push you over here. I think we're gonna win down here. Yes, I did have to say it. Oh, you know what? We might not. I think there are some units here that it's their first battle. I guess it's not that one, but I thought I saw that. Alright, so they've run. It's to be expected. But Palmer is just about done. And that will be the kind that cannot come back. Alright, we'll throw out some skirmishers. Even with mixed muskets. Despite these setbacks, we actually are kind of ahead here on the balance of power. Alright. So they will not come back. They need a break, that's fine. Alright, and now I think it's time to bring Walker closer. Zollicoffer can join him. Pettigrew can join him. Bragg is still confident. Alright, we flushed... Well, we flushed the skirmishers out with... Well, our skirmishers. We just shot them out of the woods. But it looks like they're going to move their whole brigade up here. And Bragg is in peril, if he knows it. Where is old Bragg? I think he's... Yeah, he's right there. Alright, he's rallying the boys. The Union thinks they smell blood here. Maybe they do. It's a nice line. Nicer than the line I got. But we're gonna fall back to safety here. Ah, but they're falling back as well. Generally, 1v1 is bad when it's infantry versus cav. It's bad for the infantry. But I find that adding that second brigade can really help. Also, they need to be in loose formation to really be effective. The enemy's moving, we want to just move to fire at will. Alright, that was huge. We routed Foster, so it should be much easier to get this 2 versus 1. We have our cav nearby. Oh no, they're cav mounted? What are they doing? Oh my goodness. What? That is so stupid. Here. Get down, get loose, and shoot. Stop trying to do those other things. Maybe we'll order them up there, and we'll order whatever Pettigrew has over here. Bragg's force is fairly beat up. I don't think Lee needs to move. There's so much, but maybe we'll let him. We'll have Brian go down here. And let me guess, you broke anyways. What a waste of cavalry. What a terrible decision. Yeah. Alright, I'm not going to pursue them. But that will be that. Alright, did we read? Yeah, we readjusted the sounds. Victor Clarksville. So, Colonel Stafford loses face? I think Stafford was their side. So what happened? Wow. Yeah, casualties were somewhat close in some ways. 500 killed, so it's kind of like 1,100 that aren't coming back for them. For us, it's 424 that definitely aren't coming back. Then probably some other missing and wounded that won't come back. But Santa fighting for the... Didn't we get that newspaper message already? That's just something they rub in each year. All right. So the first corps should... Well, actually, we'll see how they fall back. I would think that they would probably fall back maybe up here, but it's possible that this is closer, and that they might fall back here. That would be a pain, because then I have to push through Fort Henry, Hyman, and, yeah, just other stuff, but, you know. Oh, well. And we see that, yeah, sure enough, Zollicoffer went red on the readiness bar, and hopefully that's it. If he's just there, he's almost orange, and then we can at least put him in an offensive stance and maybe do some other stuff. So, Longstreet is up here. Well, I mean, as you can see, Longstreet is up there. And, all right, that's that. I think we were readying our... Did you guys go to the right place? No. All right. Yeah. What? Oh, no, it's not the garrison I want. It's the squadron I want. Yeah, we're going to get those cottonclads out and moving. See, I mean, even with that win, our national morale is down a point. And that's why we spam admin, so that we can take probably propaganda. But you can see that between me and when the AI was doing, there was a lot of propaganda taken, and it gets more expensive, so that it's kind of... You can spam it a little bit, but you can't do it a whole lot, and it takes time and money to be able to continue to do. Counter propaganda, I don't know if this has actually worked. Maybe because the Union has apparently a lot of support in our states, so it could be. My hope is that farm mechanization, when it finally comes through... What policy are we on? Can we do Ag 2 to get more Ag subsidies? I don't remember where we're at. What do we go with? We went with Diplomacy 1. All right, so we're trying to get to trade deals. That must have been what that was. But yeah, maybe Ag 2 after this to try to get maybe 1 or 2 takes of farm mechanization. That will give us some volunteers. The other, I think the crops produced is fine, but that's of secondary importance. We need volunteers. We're down to about 10,000, and with these battles going on, even when we win, they're kind of bloody. So, you know, those are numbers we have to replace, and with national morale and support being so low for us, yeah, it's going to be hard to get those numbers back, because if you haven't played the game, as your, let's see, what do we really want here? I think stuff to do with readiness and intelligence. Intelligence gathering, plus, that's fine. Yeah, so as your support sinks, you have fewer available volunteers. Now, you can always do the draft thing, but then if you do the draft thing, as you take casualties from drafts, you lose more support faster. So, fun. Yeah, but that's kind of how it's, I mean, yeah, it makes sense to me at least, but I don't know, it's wintertime. I don't know if I just put you all on pause. I forgot that this army existed, but that's a lot of readiness. And I know that they will burn through it the second I move them. I know that I said, you know, if you're not using it, kind of what's the point? You know what? We'll see. I think we can ride the rails up to here. And riding the rails really preserves a lot of that readiness. So that's something I'm okay with. All right, Savannah Squadron is creeping. I don't know. Maybe we just... You know, maybe we just try to retake these forts that have taken some of our ports. I feel like I'm stuck in a Dr. Seuss book. Yeah, slightly more adult Dr. Seuss book, but can we just do it with steam frigates? That might be our chance. And maybe throw some cottonclads in there just to soak up damage. I don't know. Does that squadron have the perk? Because if we don't have the perk, don't have any perks. Well, that's too bad. But that would be another way to curtail Union influence. Union issues war bonds. Well, good for us and bad for them. That will hit them, should hit them on the public wealth. And that should drain support, national morale, I think. Well, it drains one of those. And in this game, national morale and support are more or less interchangeable because that's how I think the game should have been. And it probably should have just been one value, but... All right, you're not actually out of supply. We'll keep an eye on Bragg, but I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. Maney. I'm not sure about you, Maney, but we have you here. We're going to have Hawes here. That's 2 corps that we could put against Georgia. Between Georgia over here and riding the rails to here and then going for that supply depot and that fort and dealing with that. Who are we getting back? A Major Meredith. Okay. Sibley's corps is ready to go. I think we take Hill out of this theater and move Sibley to be the reinforcement for Price. Yeah, I think that's it. And then I think the plan for the spring is to bring Hill over here. And maybe by then the readiness will be back here that we can push these forts. But otherwise, once... Hold on, if they ride the rails to here, just ride those rails. Let's see if it does much with their readiness. That's a concern. Oh yeah, we could do river movement too. That would should preserve a lot of their readiness. Army of Alabama is who now? Hawes. And Hawes is moving. So let's move to meet him. And Maney's Corps is part of what? The Army of Kentucky, which I think is all spread out. What are the other parts? Hill, who's over in Arkansas, and Sibley, who's over in Arkansas. Well, I guess I could trade Bragg for Sibley. Yeah. Because he's not part of anything, right? He's not. How well can he do it? He can't ride anywhere else? Alright, then just stop. We'll just... Why can't we ride anywhere else? Are we, Oh, we're already over the transport capacity. Well, we'll wait until these guys are off the rails, and then we'll... Well, they're taking the water. That should be okay. Yeah, this is actually completely drained. Even riding the rails, they've drained their readiness. All right, well, now we know that thing that I thought worked that way doesn't work that way. But Manny's Corps did it, and they didn't seem too bad. All right, well, with them gone, Walker, I don't know what to tell you here. We're just gonna go with skilled cartographers. It's a fine one. Army of Florida. I'm gonna order over to Memphis. Now, for real, why can't we use? Oh, we're still over. They must have hopped off and then hopped back on the train. All right, well, another brilliant play by me. And yeah, let's do Ag 2. I want those agricultural subsidies. Give me those agricultural subsidies. All right, the rails are free. I am now seeing that. Bragg's over here, and let's move him to Memphis. Consequences be darned. And then let's just get Sibley moving now. See, if we move him there and we put on river movement, all right, I'll accept that. And we got to get, what is our river? That's our brown water transport capacity, right? What's this? Sea transport. Yeah, okay. Let's move Hill down to Little Rock. All right, and they're going to do it, looks like via the ships, the brown water transport. Bragg's got a small force, so that readiness should bounce back pretty quickly. Army of Alabama. Okay, so that's just Hawes, so then he can partner up there. Honestly, though, we could, you know, I'm sure everybody at home, like all 2 viewers of this, the obvious play is the one I just missed, which is just take Maney out of the Army of Kentucky. Right? Just drop him. So who would we move him in with? It would be the Army of Alabama. There it is. And so, yeah, just take Maney's whole corps and just drop it right there. And then all Maury has to do is deal with Hill and Sibley, and they may actually... There we go. That makes way more sense. So now the Army of Kentucky can go over closer to people in that army. There you go. All right, we are getting there. Slowly as always, but we are. How are things? Things are holding for us, which, that's all right. I think these guys are going to get absolutely obliterated. I see level 2 for it there. What did I see down here? Oh, the Atlantic Blockading Squadron? You know what? Let's deal with this. Because I'm not sure how this is going to work. I think that we're going to lose there. So we'll send Savannah Squadron down there. I'm going to see if I can get the Corpus Christi group into that port. There actually is a really cool perk, the Port Defender one. Yeah, so this is a case of a level 1 fort and a level 2 port. And so I think Fort Walker could be easy to liberate. So why not? We can do low-hanging fruit too. Alright, you're already in offensive stance. You say you're in offensive stance. You're saying the same thing. All right. Oh boy. That is going to take a while to get back. Look at that flag. Actually, I don't think that... Yeah, that's not mine. That's one that's actually... Actually, I might have added that to the game first. Maybe that is mine. All right, what was it? We had to issue bonds again. Oh, well, up. And I guess river transport didn't really help that much. Fun. I don't know. He says he's out of supply, but I'm not sure I believe that. All right, we're going to move Maury over here. Now, of course, Tennessee is wide open except for Zollicoffer's core. But yeah, I think we got to go for that part of almost Georgia, part of Tennessee. And hope for the best. I wonder what our tariffs are like. Our tariff income. Yeah, it's terrible. 48 million. I'm really surprised. Okay, but they did get 24,000 more troops. So they're spending. Our national morale ticked down. Great. Nope, we don't want to hit those forts with cottonclads. We don't want to come anywhere near those forts with cottonclads. Ugh. 54, 50. Just drop 2 points here. Huh. That army of Piedmont had, looked like, no problem. Yeah, nice, nice. Can we hit these guys? How big is this? 37,000? Ooh. Probably not. Let's leave them there so that they're drawing from a different supply source. How bad? Their supply situation actually is bad. So why don't you do something about it? We'll build that. Okay. You're where you need to be. That's great. Where are our ships here? They gotta be close to being done. Oh yeah, they are done. That's close. So, what we will do is, rather than throwing our surface ships against their fleet, we will, well, rather than throwing our big guns, our expensive stuff, it's just going to get wrecked, and we might need to recapture forts. We're going to send the cottonclads out to try to knock down what I hope is a largely wooden fleet. I guess we'll find out the hard way. Okay, once the Corpus Christi squadron is looking good, we will send them forward. Maybe to be joined by Savannah Squadron, and then we'll move some ships around and see if we can retake those forts. And it's still about 2 months before campaign season opens. Maney's in fine shape. Hawes is not. I'm worried that Hawes won't even be in fine shape by the time spring comes, and I'm kind of worried about that now with the other two. Dude, Hill is just absolutely miserable over there. And Price way out here, I don't know what else he can do other than fall back under a lot of pressure. I wonder if Carrollton has more than one. Wow. You would think I would learn my lesson, and I probably should have. Oh, did we do this one? I think that's the one that actually brings in a fair amount of revenue. I mean, it's February 1863, and I think we're on the verge of defeat, but yeah. Would have been good to have done in 61, but... And I actually thought... maybe it was a different campaign. Thought I had done that for him. Oh, that's probably loud on your end. All right, I would bet Pickett. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it. How? I don't know if that first corps has any other support. Let's see what Pickett looks like when he gets here. All right, we'll do that, and then we'll think about whether it's worth throwing those 2 corps at that first corps. I think it is. And Longstreet's up here. Huh. So do I take 6 weeks and try to capture this supply depot? I think I mean, 6 weeks worth of readiness. Can we see what it looks like when I just move here? What the heck force is he a part of? Storts. That's why everything takes so long. All right. Oh, okay. Evans is up to yellow. That's good. All right, folks. I think this one is just about done. I think we have a plan for a battle for the next one. So let's hope that that comes to fruition. We've gotten fairly lucky here in my quest to get battles in while we have the improved 3D textures mod going. All right, and Pickett looks like he's in okay shape. So we'll lead with the Army of Piedmont. We'll take them out of scouting, but we'll lead with them. And yeah, let's just move quickly. We don't want to be outdoors. All right, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to have you back for the next one as we watch our national morale fall precipitously, despite relatively good events going on in campaign.